diseases. A Tulsa family is helping with MDA research. Spencer Barnes is only 9 months old. At a time when most babies struggle to stand and walk, Spencer struggles to breathe. Spencer has progressive infantile spinal muscular atrophy, a genetic condition which weakens the muscles until they waste away. Spencer will never get well. Spencer's father, James, is in the military. He was stationed overseas when Spencer was born. Barbara Barnes sent her husband a videotape of Spencer's birth, just as she did with the birth of their daughter. James took one look at the videotape of his newborn son and knew something was wrong.
You know, and I noticed that in the film that he wasn't moving his arms or kicking his legs like Kelly did. He didn't move it. He didn't really. He looked around, but it wasn't sharp movements like.
James was called home from Germany, and doctors told the couple that Spencer had muscular atrophy.
It was quite a shock, actually. We both felt cheated as parents. You know, we didn't get the chance. Spencer really didn't have a chance, you know, right from the very beginning, because it is a genetic disease and a progressive disease. He's just going to continue to get worse.
Spencer has gradually lost mobility, first in his arms, then his legs.
At one time, he could, you know, he was able to drink a bottle, eat a bottle like a normal baby. He could swing in a swing, then the next day, he couldn't swing in his swing anymore because he would choke on his own saliva.
Spencer's throat has to be suctioned every few minutes so he can breathe. He is fed through a tube in his stomach. The family almost lost Spencer this past weekend when he stopped breathing.
I proceeded to the crib and I looked at Spencer. He had his eyes rolled back in his head, his mouth was open, he had no color, and his diaphragm wasn't moving up and down, and he did not appear to be breathing. I picked him up and I began to give him mouth-to-mouth.
Spencer's parents and a nurse who was watching Spencer that night performed CPR.
After about 10 or 15 minutes, Spencer's kind of grimaced up his brow, and she said, "Oh my God, I think he's coming around," and she was still giving him mouth-to-mouth, and we really thought we had lost him. And he regained consciousness in the ambulance. He tried to look at me, and by him doing that, I knew that he was still with us. You know, he recognized my voice, so. But it's just a matter of time. He's just a wonderful little boy, and I'm not ready to say goodbye, and I don't think I ever will be, but we know it's going to happen, and it's real hard to know that your child is dying, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know, it's an incurable disease, and you know, all we can really do is make Spencer more comfortable, and there isn't anything anybody can do for him now.
Barbara and James Barnes say they realize a cure for muscular atrophy will not be found in time to save Spencer. But the couple is taking part in a national research project sponsored by the Muscular Dystrophy Association in hopes of saving someone else's child. Researchers say the study should help locate the defective gene that causes muscular atrophy. But for now, each day with Spencer is precious.
Remarkable young boy.
And the family is thrilled to be involved in that research for MDA, and hopefully a cure will be found soon.
That's why it's so important to participate in that telethon.
Right.
You bet. You know, there have been such marvelous things happen in research during the past 2 years. I think probably more in the past 2 years than the previous 15.